The autumn equinox is soon approaching, and today on Gently Being, I'm going to be sharing some ideas of how you can honor and celebrate this seasonal change. Hi, welcome to Gently Being. The autumn equinox is a time for honoring the changing of the seasons and for reflecting on and celebrating the bounty of our harvests. The equinox itself refers to the astronomical event of when the sun shines directly over the equator and then continues its journey south, thus leaving us who live in the northern hemisphere with less sunlight as the days go on. When considering how you want to celebrate this day, you may want to keep notions of balance, gratitude, and preparations for the darker days that lie ahead in your mind. In today's episode, I'm going to go on now and share some 8 ideas of how you may want to celebrate this autumn change. Idea number 1, autumn cleaning. We tend to think of seasonal cleaning as being a spring thing, but autumn's another perfect time for just doing a real clean through your whole apartment or your whole house and preparing it for the change that lies ahead. You may want to start just pulling out warmer sheets, warmer blankets, and slowly shifting your closet over to those warm sweaters that you're going to be wearing throughout the season. It's time to say a fond farewell to summer and spring and welcome in autumn and the winter that's lying ahead. The autumn equinox is a great time for, again, celebrating the harvest and the bounty in your own life. So another idea of a way to honor this is to have your own food drive. During this time, there has been a growing need for food for people within our communities, and this can be a wonderful time to just collect and share some of the extra food that you and your neighbors and or family may have and drop it off to your local food bank. Idea number 3, creating a gratitude list and or doing a gratitude meditation. Transitioning into fall is the perfect time to just take a break and reflect on what you're grateful for in your life at this time. During this past year, sometimes that can be or feel a bit harder to do with everything that's been so uncertain due to all the unrest that's in the world, and sometimes it's difficult not to get out of a pessimistic state of mind. But just creating a little small space during that day to write down what you're grateful for and do a meditation can be a really wonderful way to move forward into fall and winter. Idea number 4, a potluck. A lot of times, people who gather to celebrate autumn's arrival will have a potluck dinner together. Now, due to the COVID times, I really don't recommend getting together with friends or people outside of your own household at this time, because we want to be cautious and caring to everyone, and to do that, it means, I think, staying within a tight circle of people that we know. So what you may want to do is have a potluck with everyone who lives in the household that you're in. Each person can make a separate dish and celebrate the food that's now in harvest. Idea number 5, a balance meditation. The equinoxes are a perfect time to sit and reflect and try to create some balance in our lives, because it's during this time that we have a balance between light and dark. So you may want to consider doing a meditation or a prayer on balance during that day or evening. I'll link in the description below to a balance meditation that I have on the channel, but you may just want to come up with your own that you do during that day. Idea 6, pick a book. Since we're moving into seasons that often have us spending a lot more time indoors, it's the perfect time to maybe pick a book or a collection of books that you want to read while you're getting all cozy inside. I sort of like to think of this as a way to prepare for the cozy season ahead. And when we know the book or books that we want to read, then we're not stumped when we're looking for something to do. So again, the next idea was pick a book. Idea number 7 is really 2 ideas in one, and it's to create a autumn altar or maybe a centerpiece on your table by going outside and collecting some of the things that have fallen on the ground, such as beautiful pine cones or leaves, or just some of the beautiful things that you found that, the trees have offered onto the ground as they make their transition into autumn. Or even if you don't necessarily want to make an autumn altar or a centerpiece, you may just want to go outside and enjoy nature that day. Spend some time with the trees. Thank the trees for everything that they do for us. The last idea is to create a harvest list. This isn't just about if you're able to harvest anything from your garden this year. It's really looking internally to see what you can harvest from yourself that you can use during the upcoming autumn and winter seasons. What have you learned during this past spring and summer? How have you been challenged? And how did you face those challenges during those seasons? During this year, I think everyone's faced challenges they've never faced before. What have you learned from that? What did you gather? What did you harvest from it? It can be a really great, more spiritual and internal practice to do during this celebration of seasons of change. It's also great to even just, write it down, see what the ideas are, and bring that list forward to you, with you as you go through autumn and winter. Autumn and winter often give us more time to spend indoors, spend quiet time, search within ourselves to learn more, and you can add to this list or learn from this list as you go forward. Once again, these were just some ideas of how you may want to take some time to celebrate this change into autumn. You may want to just try one idea or two ideas, or alter the ideas to suit your life at this time. Don't feel any pressure to do too much. Just see what works for you, what speaks to you, and what can you do during that day to really just celebrate autumn and its arrival and the changing of the light that's taking place. Thanks so much for spending time with Gently Being. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button down below and the bell notification so you always know when there's a new video. Once again, thanks for spending time with Gently Being.